Hey guys, it's your tired and competent artist, and this is my January painting challenge. So, I'm challenging myself to paint every day for the whole month of January just to see what happens. Now, I'm not much of a painter, I'm more of like a paper, pencil, draw artist, but I've always wanted to be good at painting, so I'm forcing myself to do this. Anyways, if that sounds at all interesting to you, stick around. That grid you just saw, I drew because wouldn't it be cute to see all of them side by side at the end of this? And yes, it only has 30 spots, but 31 can be on a different page. I didn't know at all where this was going, but I did know that I was going to use all the rainbow colors. I started with a sketch because I assume that's how these things go. Remember, total painting beginner here. And of course, I had to choose an animal that I have never drawn before. Der Frosch. A frog. Now, as to be expected, it's not very good. But we're not going for perfection here. I can work with it. Time to put the horsehair to the paper. I decided to start with some yellow and use that for the underbelly. Now, this may be wrong, it may be right, but the one thing I wanted to try from all the times I've painted before was utilizing more water to thin out the paint, just to make it less opaque and help it go the distance. Yes, I decided to be boring and go in with green next and use that for a majority of the body. I was kind of trying to blend the green and the yellow a little bit where they touched. Not sure that went well, but I tried. I think at this point I was starting to feel a little bit professional, but I already messed up by covering too much of the yellow. I even tried to do a little bit of layering just to emphasize certain parts. Then it was time to pull out some pink, and I used that for the lips of the frog. I felt I'd put a little bit too much water on it though, so I just gave it a little dab. Then I decided that I was going to use purple for the eyes because, that's a frog eye color. Next was blue, which I kind of just used to accentuate the green, if you will. It was kind of like adding extra shadows, but I don't understand color theory enough to really explain, but I think it works. Then we have red, which had a pretty minor role compared to everything else. I wasn't even really sure where I was gonna put it, but then I was like, maybe the toes, because frogs sometimes have different colored toes, I think. And last but not least, my crusty orange. My hand kind of just moved on its own with this one, kind of like the blue on green. It just made sense to put this one on the yellow and have it kind of act as like shadows and like give depth. So this is how we're looking so far. Yeah. Anyways, now that I'd laid all the colors down, it was basically time to just touch up, clean up, blend, try to blend, I should say. So I took every single one of the colors and applied them one more time. Oh, that was too much. So, time for the big reveal. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! It's my rainbow frog. I messed up a little bit with the blue, so I don't really know what that extra is in the back, but guess we can imagine it as like a magical fart or something. Oh, and here's what it looks like when it was completely dry. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Peace.